From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Mexico City Diablos. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 36, Murray. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's third and short.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Cardinals.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
First down, Arizona.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
From the 27, Murray sliding out of the pocket. That ball complete to Isabella. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Get done. Waiting. Switch up. Switch.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on second down. Wentz. And he slings one that's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
He's coming. Double up.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
43 in the mic. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. red zone now. Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Throwing is Wentz. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Check. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. All day.
Now, Wentz again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray again, 2nd and 10. David Johnson here on the catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Murray. And an alley to run. Murray has the first down and more. And down to the 28-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
Set, hut, 6 yards. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's set him tall, fellas. Anyway. Get ready.
Murray now on first down. This one caught by Isabella. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5 now. Murray over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Murray keeps it himself. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Check pass. 74.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. 30. The 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys have taken the lead.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't there?
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but for us, he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone with that alert play that he just made?
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, back. 120! Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. Past the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Zach Ertz. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And the Cardinals 1st down.
Murray now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Fletcher Cox on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Black, come on. Pilot, 64, weak. Kill.
Wentz now to throw. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a carry for Sanders. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the 39, Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Kill. Turn up. Shift.
On 1st down. It's Sanders, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Finding Gabriel, complete. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tap.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
To try again after the sack, Murray.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
The Cardinals on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Miles Sanders with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt, and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
on third down, here's Hunt. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here.